afternoon and night, young pirates and old privateers, Baywatch watchers and new botany bay seekers, elite dangerous only commanders and multiverse nomads. Have you ever wanted to undock while jamming a boiling hot pocket in your mouth? Are you still doing the loop of shame? Or you may be new to Elite and tired of getting sent to the rebuy screen by a bully in a fully loaded Corvette? Well, Frontier Developments has a little something for you. Let's giddy up and take a look into it. Make sure to like and subscribe like a Thanos and thump the notification bell. FDev will be implementing star systems that are only accessible to new players. Newbies will be free to roam these stars in peace, free from gankers and seal clubbers. These systems will offer missions that are more conducive to being completed in a sidewinder and to reduce rebuy costs for commanders who find a way to explode in this less brave new world. The new systems will work kind of like a reverse permit lock. You're good to go in them until you achieve your first rank in any category, and then they push you out the nest never to return. Sort of like softcore Logan's Run. This means that the anti-griefers like the Imperial Enforcement Division who patrol new player systems might be out of a job, or maybe just forced to move operations to nearby systems where freshly graduated pilots might congregate. It's too bad pilots can't send out a distress call to players who could swoop in to the rescue and either save a commander's life or join them at the rebuy screen. Someday in the future, maybe. Until then, we're getting a new Super Cruise Assist module, which will act as cruise control, maintaining high speeds on the way to a heavenly body, and then slowing you down at the right time so you don't overshoot your target. We've all done the loop of shame, especially when we were new. Some of us still do it when we're distracted trying to check Facebook without spilling piping hot gravy all over ourselves. But that's, y'all, I don't do that. In other news, Team Braben is sending an upgrade to all those commanders who enjoy a nice Sauvignon Blanc and classical music while their chauffeur docks their adder. They haven't specified if this advanced docking computer will replace the original or if there will now be two to choose from, but it will come stock in all new small ships. I love it to death just for the incoming rants from anti-dockites who will in no way be affected by this. Actually, I take that back. We'll all be affected by this in a way we can all rejoice in. With these new modules on the way, FDev's getting their Oprah Winfrey on and handing out new module slots for every ship. You get a slot and you get a slot. Small ships will get an upgrade of 2 optional internal size 1 slots, and every other ship will get 1 additional slot. Size 1, I imagine. On a personal note, I like the idea of newbie-only systems. Getting blown up as soon as you exit the station isn't really a cozy way to begin your journey. This way you get a little time to get used to flight controls, movement, and reading the comms tab. By the way, I'm still not a fan of the comms tab. Maybe I haven't spent enough time with it, but anyway, it's not like players will be forced to stay in those systems, I think. So going out to seek higher risk and rewards is optional for every new player. The Super Cruise Assist though, I mean, I'm not mad at it, but how hard is it to drop to 75% or below at 7 seconds? Side note, I learned that little gem from Ghost Giraffe. I recommend all new players check out his top 5 things everyone knows except for you video and top tips no one ever follows. But back to the Super Cruise Assist. I don't tell folks how to fly their ships, but dude, watch me end up using it and somebody catching me in the comments. Actually, I probably would use it for really long super cruise distances if it was capable of keeping you on target. That way I could run to the head, take a shower, throw some in the oven, check my comments for the hilarious things you say, light some tea lights, and come back to see if I'm a third of the way to Hutton Orbital yet for my free Anaconda. That would be a good use for it. But since you got to keep everything pointed at the target, I'd rather throw a cargo rack or something else in the extra slot, assuming that it's not locked for everything but the new modules. Really, it just takes over 2 buttons, 100% speed and 75% speed, or 50 or whatever they decide. Such a weird module. The advanced docking computer, I'll probably use it in my big behemoth ships occasionally, or if I'm running station to station over and over. You should definitely know how to undock manually, but hey, it can get old quick when you're trading or visiting a bunch of stations in a row, or if you have an injury or disability. So, not mad at the advanced docking computer. All of this will come to be on April 23rd, so you got a couple weeks to get stuck in a mail slot and be a jerk in Erevat. These are pretty minor things, but are in line with Frontier's push to make for a new newbie-friendly experience. Still, I can imagine some pretty strong opinions about them, so what do you got? Let me know below the video. Till the next time, Commanders, fly dirty. 7-Up salute, 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 salute. Shout out to Commander Blackout for his support via Patreon.